So I'm sitting around one day and I'm sort of just thinking about the processes which happen in the human body. You know, the things that keep us alive each day, like breathing, digesting, subscribing, but notably, since it's the focus of this entire video, pumping blood. And you see, each day we're alive, the human body pumps around 2,000 gallons of blood each day, which for scale is a lot, but also is roughly 8,500 large McDonald's drinks in the United States. And so that got me thinking, what if we found a way to monitor a person's heartbeat and send that data to Roblox for a game? Well, that's when I decided to spend the next month of my life creating a system which does just that. Yes! Should I not give him a nose? Uh-oh. Well, I'm dead.
Oh my god, I just looked back. That could work.
Hell no. Whoa.
Let me just will myself to get to 120 heart rate.
The first thing we need is a heart rate tracker of some kind, and luckily I got a Fitbit. But unluckily, Fitbit is a terrible company which doesn't let me easily retrieve my heart rate data. You see, my plan was initially to use Fitbit's API to detect changes in my heart rate to send to Roblox, and Roblox would just fetch my heart rate accordingly. However, Fitbit doesn't let me get real-time data, which means it's virtually impossible for me to make the system work with them. And so you may be thinking, what's the solution for this? You probably did your research and found an intuitive solution. Well, my friends, you're right, and all it takes is an entire RTX graphics card to make it work. Why, you may ask? Because I'm using optical character recognition, or OCR, to read text from an image. And where does this image come from, you may ask? Well, it comes from my phone, which is sharing its screen via a Zoom meeting to my PC, which is pretty bad when I say it out loud. But reading this text does get my BPM, so we're gonna use it. Basically, I'm gonna be sharing my screen to my computer, and it's gonna take pictures. It's gonna take screenshots of that screen that I'm screen sharing. And then once it sees that I'm
You're bypassing the limitations of Fitbit by screen sharing the data from the thing live and reading it in through a screenshot.
Absolutely. Absolutely correct. So the system works now, and we can clear over the fact that half my GPU is consumed by this program like it's mining for Bitcoin. But Secret, how are you sending this processed data to Roblox? Well, I set up a local server on my computer to routinely respond to heart rate requests from the Roblox client via HTTP. Which basically means my computer processes the data and sends it to Roblox, similar to the original goal. And we had some fun testing this HTTP OCR system out, so much so that I forgot that you shouldn't send cock 100 times to Roblox just because you can. You know what it is actually? It's too big. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. The cock is too big. Shit. That's sorry. I just realized I have sent 500 server requests to Roblox about cock. But that's neither here nor there, so we'll scratch that off too.
Josh, it's been so long since your last upload. Are you okay?
And once my Fitbit was connected, it seemed like we were all set to go.
Pay close attention to your breathing. And if you have any thoughts drift into your head, you can just let them drift by. I think it's working. No, it's not.
92. 89. I'm dying. No heart rate. No, it's gone. Okay. So this progress is good, and I can even use my heartbeat as an auto clicker if I wanted. And you know, I could just have a game where it just uses my heart rate as a clicker. I could increase my heart rate and click speed, and it would all be said and done. But the bad news is that this feels pretty cheap, so what we're gonna do instead is create a multiplayer horror game system in a limited period of time. Let's hypothetically say there's a maze with randomly generated obstacles, and you have to collect keys that spawn in order to escape. Let's also say that the players have to run from some entity I have to make. If I program this to have game elements with my heart's BPM, I should be able to have something in a reasonable period of time. Well, at least that's what I thought when I was making the system, and then it all fell apart. But that is later, so let's continue for now. So starting with any blank character husk, we can make the AI for the game. For simplicity, we'll start by just having it navigate from location A to location B. In order to do this, we'll use Roblox's pathfinding service so that any entity within the game can navigate through their surroundings. Now visualizing this, we can see the waypoints which are generated for an enemy's path. Of course, we can use this pathfinding system to make any entity detect nearby players and lock onto a player as their target accordingly. As for the model of this monster, we'll get to it, but this is all we really need for the time being. Now we obviously can't forget about incorporating the player's heart rate into the game, so let's work on that now. For starters, this UI requires a much needed upgrade, so I've gone ahead and replaced our previous text design with a head which beats based on how fast your head beats in real life. And honestly, it makes me feel pretty uncomfortable, but I guess it is sort of the goal, so I guess it's a good thing. Additionally, I do believe that having the game in first person is pretty much required for anything involving a maze. This also gave me the opportunity to add more features such as camera sway and footstep sounds when a player moves. And I also felt that messing with blur and depth based off BPM would help illustrate heart rate changes in the game visually, so I added them in. And sort of finishing up general fundamentals, I added a stamina system with some sound effects. Now of course, I still have to make a random obstacle spawning system as mentioned earlier. And my first obstacle of choice was just some goo that would slow you down, and it was pretty easy, but it sounded weird if you started sprinting while in the goo itself. I also added in some spikes and made a random placement system so objects wouldn't overlap. And so after this, I took a break from obstacles and worked on this key system instead. So I set the system up so that there are 8 keys to collect around the map, where collecting them would anger the enemies more and increase the number of obstacles. Now assuming this game could be played with multiple people, I decided to add a notification system to notify events to the server. So we have heart rate tracking, movement, some obstacles, and key collection, but we really don't have much monster functionality. And I still need a model for a monster, so I enlisted the help of my friend Premium, as he actually knows how to model things. However, I didn't want him to just make an enemy, so I got him to try to teach me sculpting instead.
So I got the SpongeBob chocolate lady. I'm so tired. Okay.
That one's one of the most useful brushes ever. Use that one so much. Your symmetry got off. That kind of reminds me like of the Who Farted guy. You remember that?
I don't know what the f you're talking about, but the Who Farted guy, sure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then just drag it down.
Uh-oh.
I made him a tooth.
Okay. I have to give his mouth.
Oh my gosh.
This topology, how does this... Oh my god. Do we even give him hands? Is it even worth it?
And who would have known that if you don't know how to sculpt and you give yourself a single hour, the model would not turn out amazing. And I'm not going to just drag some humanoid from the toolbox, so this is our new friend now in 2D form. And I know what you're thinking, Secret, this looks like absolute well, let me explain a few things first. To start, this guy is the only enemy out of the others in the game who is 2D, because rigging his bones and animating them in Blender would be an absolute nightmare. Secondly, this enemy being a Nextbot can still terrify someone as testimonial from a first-hand witness.
Oh! That was the worst jump scare I've ever had. Oh my god. I gotta lay down. Hang on.
And if you haven't caught on yet, I have a whole cast of enemies I made since one would be boring, so let me introduce them now. First up is this guy who acts as an explosive enemy for the game. They are completely silent until they are close to a player where their fuse will then begin. If players don't run away from their fuse, they will explode. Next up is this guy who is arguably the most annoying enemy. The reason for this is because he acts as a coil head, where you have to deactivate him by looking at his eyes. His fast speed when he's active synergizes with obstacles which slow the player down. Speaking of obstacles, there's actually been some changes. Goo got an updated model as I've mentioned before, but I also made a bear trap. If a player gets caught in a bear trap, they are unable to move for 3 seconds. Now this might not seem like much, but this especially works with the bomb enemy.
I'm hearing a bomb guy.
Caught in the bear trap, the bomb!
Now with these updates, I added health and regeneration, with health pickups spawning around the map. There's also spider enemies, which have both poison and regular attack damage, which makes these pickups especially useful. I also made heart rate play a bigger role in the game. For example, players have flashlights whose properties and strength are affected by BPM. Health and sprinting recovery in addition to monster speed plus AI is also affected by BPM. And I made sure to get the whole range of these combinations by simulating heart rate input with random heart rate values from 60 to 140. This maze is also visually improved and has a proper start game. Now to make things more interesting, I decided that it's not my heart rate which will be controlling the game, as I've already experienced much of the gameplay. Instead, my friend Roger will be experiencing the game for the first time with his heart rate connected. Of course, each person's heart rate intervals differ, so we had to do some calibrations.
Why are you so hideous?
I'm sorry, I should probably, I'm gonna delete that, I'm sorry.
What the hell?
So I calibrated the system to his heartbeat, started up the local server, went to playtest it, and realized my greatest fear had come true.
Oh,
You see, the reason you saw me playtest the game in previous clips without hooking up my Heartrate monitor was because I couldn't actually communicate my Heartrate data to the Roblox client. You see, back when I set up the local server, I knew it would only work in Roblox Studios since it relied on the local host. So I just thought, okay, I'll just play the final product in Studio. However, setting up a 2-person server in Studio made the server not local, meaning I couldn't communicate the data with multiplayer.
Something went wrong.
And this sucked because I thought that the project was basically scrapped and we would have to play it single player. However, I had a stroke of genius which could save the multiplayer system. You see, if I introduce a second computer which acts as a fake player which pipes data to the server, I could in theory get the Heartrate system to work even in the client.
Okay, so I need to stay up now.
And so after spending hours past midnight, I got it set up and we could finally start the game.
We are going to have a special guest. He's very handsome.
Where
It's
is
not
he?
you. It's
Where
not
is he? Where is
me.
he?
It's this guy.
Yes!
Uh-oh. God?
No. No.
Yay! God is here.
Yes.
If you collect 6 keys, you win. When you're ready, you can hold down E and the game should start.
Oh.
Oh,
Heart
no!
rate must be
You have to do jumping jacks! Oh,
Come on.
every single time you die, we need to do this again and again. This is... You need to hold it down. Here, do it quickly.
I sat down.
Yay! Oh! Oh my god, I just realized something!
Okay. Oh, he's a bomb. I'm thinking of evil things. Think of violence. Think of rage.
Oh,
Let's get before you feel it.
come
If
on.
I sit down quickly. Perfect.
Hey,
Yes.
calm down. I can't see Roger. You're ruining my day.
163.
You're ruining my
No, that's
day.
not real. I found a key.
Yes? Oh my gosh,
key.
yes. Ah!
Ah! No. What are you?
You have to watch
I'm
out.
back in the art gallery looking at some art.
Actually,
I see. Starry Night.
dude, I want to. We haven't gotten more than 1 key.
Let me just will myself to get to 120 heart rate. Okay, I see it.
Ah, no, 300
no,
BPM.
Here, I can do this.
Okay, shut the f. I gotta go. Oh, that lies.
What?
Okay,
That's what programming does to him, man.
oh my god! Oh my god! 3 keys and I've done all of the work. He's just getting me. I'm gonna no. There's a guy there. You should say hi to him. Uh oh. Oh my god. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm watching.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Where's the exit? Where's the
It's
exit?
very top left. The top left corner. Just head.
No,
Hey.
I looked away and looked back for a second. I looked away and looked back. Okay.
Do a second. Let me.
Okay.
Just keep looking at. You can open the door.
I'm looking at it.
If you open the door. Open the door. Yeah.
You're looking at him? Or
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
I'm like. Oh my god.
Oh my god! And he can't get in. Let's go. We have to go this way now.
Alright, I'm loving the interior decor you have going on.
We
This
have-
is great.
This is great. This is fantastic.
Chandelier. I mean, what? That's
Oh
like
my gosh.
$40,000 of chandeliers.
Don't do anything yet.
Is this for me?
This is your prize for
Oh.
winning the game. And there's nothing scary about it.
Alright, I'm gonna open it. I'm so
This
excited.
is, your prize is we're gonna fight to the death. Give me a second.
No.
As soon as you flip that lever, we're gonna fight to the death. And whoever wins is the winner of this episode.
No. You can't get me to do
I got
that.
a lever on my side. Oh, I just killed the AI.
Oh, what is that? 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 I guess you won fair and
Oh,
square.
I just killed you. There's nothing.
Oh my God! You congratulations.
Thank you.
You
Thank you
win.
very much.